expected here?
So Illinois State will start things off on the vault here this evening. And over on the bars, we'll get set for the Red Hawks of Southeast Missouri, and a team you know quite well, having spent a couple of years.
Yeah, so I spent my freshman and sophomore year there, so kind of torn on who I root for.
So what can you tell us about the Red Hawks coming in here tonight?
It's a relatively young team. There's one senior, but I know they have a lot of injuries this year that they're battling, and I think with who they have up on lineups, they'll do good tonight. Just depends on their energy and I guess willpower to do well.
There you have it. Look at the star for Illinois State, Gabby Cook, out there coming off another all-around win last weekend in Ames, Iowa, against Iowa State. On the other side of things, in her freshman campaign, leading the way in the all-around is Anna Kaziska, and getting set here this evening. We'll have three performers in the all-around tonight for Southeast Missouri, one for Illinois State, and just a few moments away during the transition period here. Before we get things started, we'll run through the starting lineups here tonight for Illinois State. On the vault, the first you'll see is Sophie Iribarren out of Spain, Madrid, coming in as a newcomer for the Redbirds. Alyssa Wiggle following up in the 2 spot, followed by Maddie Solka, Savannah Remkes, Gabby Cook, and Meredith LaRoche. Over on the uneven bars for Southeast Missouri, Kendra Bennick will lead things off, along with Allison Bell in the 2nd spot. Anna Kaziska, as we mentioned, coming up after her. And then 4th, Michael Sanders and Mackenzie Slee. And rounding it out on the bars, Maya Tran. Illinois State, one win on the season so far in 4 tries. That coming up in Anchorage, Alaska. Pair of matches. Alaska Anchorage right here at Horton Fieldhouse last season. And coming into tonight, they split in that matchup. Lost last weekend to Iowa State in a close one there. Meanwhile, for the Red Hawks on the season, coming in 0-5 on the year, looking to get that first victory here tonight. As we mentioned, they did win in a close matchup last year against Illinois State. Rankings for these teams a little bit different than they were at this time last season. Very, very even split. 63rd is how Southeast Missouri finished in 2018 overall. Illinois State at 64th, so right there, and another even matchup between these teams this season. Illinois State just a few slots ahead at 62nd, followed by SEMO at 70th overall. Illinois State sits at 57th in the vault. It has been one of their stronger events on the year. The vault also a solid event for SEMO overall. In their last match, that was at home, they put up 189.8 points in that matchup on January 18th against San Jose State. I think we're about ready here on the vault. Illinois State looking to get it started with Sophie Iribarren. Good crowd here tonight. Snow falling all across central Illinois. Did not keep the fans away for this matchup in the home opener. Busy weekend here at Illinois State University tomorrow. The women's basketball team has their Pack the Arena matchup against the Bradley Braves. And as we get set, the snow did have an impact. One of the judges here tonight not able to make it. It's that time of year, but some adjustments needed to be made. And I believe you were mentioning, Kendall, that they tried to call a judge and
from Chicago.
Couldn't get him here.
Yeah, she couldn't leave her house, so one judge down.
They'll make do without, and here we go to get things started here on the vault.
Oh, wow. Beautiful handspring front.
Iribarren puts up a score. We'll have that for you momentarily for Illinois State. One change here tonight. In the past, if you're tuning in, you may have seen them alternating. You'll be ready for that here. Kendra Bennick up first.
was in my freshman class. Very great girl.
Traverse City, Michigan.
Yes, way up there.
Change here will be that we will run through the vault all season, as I was telling you. One change you'll have to adjust to. There will not be alternation. Illinois State will run all 6 through the vault, and then we'll head over to the bars.
That's
Alyssa
new.
Wiggle. It is new and a little bit of adjustment. As
Yes.
we're even getting used to it. Wiggle out of Dearborn, Michigan, not too far away from Traverse City.
Neighbors.
Another junior for the Redbirds, and she is set on the vault. Wiggle did not participate in the vault last weekend.
Nice.
Starts off very strong for Illinois State. And the Redbirds gaining some momentum here. With the change in that, do you think that there's any significant momentum you can build if you are able to link together some good performances here in your back-to-back, or does anything really change?
Well, I would think that with back-to-back performances, you don't get that moment of, oh my goodness, like I'm about to go, like why aren't they raising their hand to salute me? Like you don't have these thoughts going through your head. So I would personally like it a lot better if we went back-to-back on just one team.
I guess we'll learn the impact of that as we get a feel for that here as well.
Yes.
Redbirds coming out next will be Madison Solka. Pair of 9.7s her last time out.
She's a very strong vaulter.
So the Redbirds back to back to back.
Strong vaults.
Still have not posted any of the scores there. We'll have them for you as we get them. Judges tonight include Jean Johnson and Karen Erderer, along with Sheila Regal. They'll be operating throughout the night as we will eventually switch between.
Next gymnast up on vault for Illinois State, Savannah Remkus.
But as we get set, Savannah Remkus up next, a hometown girl for Illinois State. Her sophomore year out of Bloomington and U-High just across the parking lot. Very familiar with this building. Savannah, a 9.7 in her top vault appearance on Saturday of last week.
Wow. A lot of height on that vault.
Teammates excited about it.
Yes.
Looks like we have the first score for Illinois State at a 9.7. Check how that pans out.
Jeannie,
Up
yeah.
on vault
I did
for
a
the
time that
Redbirds,
shows
Gabby
Maddie.
Cook.
And now Gabby Cook, the lone all-around performer for Illinois State.
She's a very strong performer. Definitely someone to keep your eye out for.
Her season high in the last time out, 9.75. Her aggregate score in the last meet. That's roughly on her average for the year. She is all set to go.
Bit of a step there, but still beautiful form, amplitude, great vault.
And the Redbirds have one more yet to go here tonight, and due to the rankings, as we mentioned, the vault, Illinois State 57th in the country coming in here tonight. They were 63rd last season, slightly higher performance, but overall, with a lot of returning gymnasts on the roster for Illinois State. They were a lot of experience coming back for these ladies who've been doing this majority of their lives.
That's having an older team is definitely a positive, just because it is different competing with a team. Gymnastics is a solo sport, so it's nice to see an older team like that. Oh.
Meredith LaRoche able to step back, almost hit the side of the mat that time. And again, we'll await some of those official totals as they come in before we rotate over to the uneven bars. Southeast Missouri set next over there. See the Redhawks warming up here before they will begin. Kendra Benek, the first one up on the bars. Junior out of Traverse City, Michigan, as we mentioned. Allison Bell will follow her, the senior out of Beaufort, Georgia. Anna Kaziska will come in third over on the bars. She is a freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky. Michael Sanders will perform fourth, a sophomore out of St. Simons Island, Georgia. Mackenzie Slee, also up a junior out of Lower Hutt, Wellington, New Zealand. And Maya Tran rounding things out tonight, the freshman out of Las Vegas, Nevada. On the bars this season so far, it has been the weakest scoring event for SEMO at the 76 is the ranking overall for them coming in here tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how this turns out, because I do know many of the gymnasts here have come out of retirement on this event due to some injuries throughout the team. So some girls have had a few weeks and some girls have had a few days. So we'll see how this goes.
Tough one to start the evening off with, but I guess you get it out of the way.
Yes.
and move on from there.
Definitely.
We mentioned the injuries, several even this week, and a few lineup changes coming into tonight because of that. And in this level of collegiate gymnastics, a lot of specialization if possible, but something you were mentioning, when you see all these all-around performers, it does put a little bit more pressure on your team because the depth maybe isn't there.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're about all set with the Redhawks here, as a few adjustments to the bar. New head coach of SEMO this season, Ashley Lawson, an alum of Southeast Missouri in her first year. She was previously an assistant coach at SEMO for one season during the 2009 and 10 year.
Yes. She competed at Southeast Missouri, so I actually had a moment to sit down and talk to her when I visited in October, and she definitely has a lot to offer the team. When I watched their practice, it was a lot of smiles, a lot of laughter, and that's all you can ask for in a team, so it's nice to see that.
Very experienced gymnast in her own right there. Holds the school records, in fact, for the bars overall at 9.925 to this day. Graduated back in 2004. Her last coaching staff was as an assistant at Lindenwood University, and those familiar with the gymnastics for Illinois State, the Midwest Independent Conference. And the MIC this season, Lindenwood, SEMO, and ISU all participating in that way. So some last minute equipment adjustments, and almost set for the bars here as Kendra Bannock takes her spot. A few cheers being led by the ISU gymnasts. Special performance coming up tonight for the Illinois State cheer squad, fresh back from their national competition. down in Orlando, Florida. They finished 8th overall in the nation and will be performing their routine coming up after this one concludes here tonight. Looks like Kendra is all set.
I was about to clap for her.
That was Kendra Bennett on uneven bars for SEMO. Next up for
What a
SEMO
good
will be
performance.
Allison.
Yes, she's a very strong bar worker, so it's nice to see her out there.
Her season high was a 9.15 back on first match of the year on January 4th. So we'll see what score she records here tonight. Following her, Allison Bell up next. Bell's top score was her last, a 9.575 against San Jose State. SEMO finished 4th in that first matchup of the year in a quad meet in Tuscaloosa, Alabama against the Crimson Tide, along with Temple and NIU in that performance. They fell at Iowa City to the Hawkeyes, the lowest score of the year, and the Bars were a struggle in that one. Put up just a 41.075 in that dual match and rebounded for a 45.475 against San Jose State. So the season average about 44.5 so far. But as you sometimes see here, especially on the bars it seems, the pressure starts to mount and the mindsets change just slightly as maybe a few mistakes are made early on, but
Bars
really emphasizes why it's important to get off to a good start.
Yes. Bars is a very different event as the other ones are all tumbling, so to learn how to swing on a bar is actually very challenging.
Bell is set.
Beautiful release. Oh, man.
Yeah, probably. We can probably turn that up.
Needed a little adjustment and back to it. Allison Bell, even mid-routine, you saw her give a little shake of the head there. Still not fully comfortable after the adjustment. We'll see how that pans out, but
Up next on bars, Anna Kaziska.
following her will be Anna Kaziska. As we mentioned, Kaziska, one of those all-around performers tonight for the Red Hawks, joined by Michael Sanders and Mackenzie Slee. Kaziska on the year, averaging a 9.2 on the bars. By far her weakest event so far. Floor exercises have been her strongest at over a 9.817 overall. And that includes a 9.9 that she recorded against San Jose State last week.
Anna's definitely a fun gymnast to watch. I enjoy her routines and how she puts on such a great performance. It's very rare to see a freshman thrive so much in a college gymnastics environment. She's kind of stepped up to be the star of SEMO's team.
Has been needed this season out of coming off a win in that matchup. She won on the beam and tied for the top floor spot against San Jose State. She took the second in the all-around with a career best 38.85. So working her way in here and a good transfer. Solid all-around routine for Kaziska. Applause from the teammates, and that'll lead us to Michael Sanders coming up next.
Next up on bars, Michael Sanders.
Redbird vault scores have come in, and we'll get you those in just a few moments. 48.3 as a team overall.
Don't stress for right now. We'll get the score sheet.
Getting some final tips from assistant coach Chris Ligamelli. And he was a holdover from when you were there.
Yes, great guy. Super fun coach to be around.
Dismount, land. That's for Sanders. Expecting to have a pretty solid score coming up. Two more set to come from the Redhawks in just a few moments.
Up next on bars, Mackenzie Slee.
Slee just about ready to go here in the 5 spot for the bars for the Redhawks. She's been pretty consistent in that role. Actually, let's take a look at the bars here. She did not perform on the uneven in the first matchup of the year.
So she was just pulled out of retirement.
Takes a little bit of time to maybe get the rust off for the event like this.
Especially your hands. Bars really gives you some good calluses, so once those go away, it's tough to get them back and in shape for what you used to do. So we'll see how she does.
8.725, the score she recorded against San Jose State. She did come back for the matchup on January 11th against Iowa. A 7.05 recorded in that. You got to love the improvement overall.
Definitely.
And really, I'm sure that's kind of the mindset coming into this, just trying to improve a little bit
Every
as you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Sanders was another one of those performers coming out of retirement for
yes.
the Bars. Lost the grip there. Reset. Illinois State staying limber over there for try number 2 on the vault. And dismount coming.
That was a good finish from her.
Solid recovery from Mackenzie Slee. Still waiting for them to post those scores overall from the first tries for Illinois State.
Sitting on the rotation tonight for SEMO and Bars will be Maya Tran.
Score from Sanders at 88.5. That would be her season high for an 8.85 overall.
It's all about those improvements.
See the starting score there from the judges, a 9.7. And Maya Tran gets set to go.
It looks like Mackenzie Slee went 8.575 on bars.
As you mentioned, the good recovery there.
Yes.
Lost a little bit of the momentum.
Oh, man. Major fight there. Love to see it.
Tried to hold it, just couldn't quite get there. Trans season best in 8.4. Also did not participate in the bars in the first matchup of the year and brought in to take over there the last two meets. She is back and ready for the dismount.
Good stick.
So a few falters, but some good recoveries overall for SEMO through the first round on the bars. And before we get set
first event. At this time,
for the rotation, we're going to take a pause here and get ready as these teams transition. SEMO up next on the vault. Illinois State heads over to the bars when we return.
Why is Illinois State's Mennonite College of Nursing the best place to advance your nursing education? For almost 100 years, we have been preparing outstanding nurses who are compassionate, critical thinkers.
You have the skills and knowledge, and you're prepared to work in a variety of healthcare settings immediately after graduating.
If you want to learn nursing with faculty totally committed to excellence and student success, then state your passion at Illinois State University. Why is Illinois State's Mennonite?
Where do you want to go? Your journey begins in the College of Arts and Sciences at Illinois State University. Dream big. Have your voice heard. Make a difference. Wherever you're headed, the College of Arts and Sciences will get you there. State your passion at Illinois State University.
When an artist grows, the community grows. State your passion at Illinois State University.
The College of Applied Science and Technology at Illinois State University offers applied learning that translates to dynamic careers. Students choose from 27 majors that suit their talents and interests, such as agriculture, criminal justice sciences, health sciences, military science, information security, and more. Most students complete internships that lead directly to permanent jobs. Prepare for the future at the College of Applied Science and Technology. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Students aren't just learning about business at Illinois State University, they're living it. Through activity-based coursework, internships, and study abroad programs, students explore and develop business strategy. Illinois State is one of Bloomberg's top-ranked public business schools. Many of our graduates create their own businesses or go to work for top accounting, technology, manufacturing, and insurance companies. State your passion at Illinois State University.
You've always wanted to make a difference, and you're always up for a challenge. You are a role model. You are creative. You are inspired by technology. You know that your passion is contagious. You are ready to make a commitment. You are an educator, and we are the College of Education. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Well, back here for the second rotation for SEMO and Illinois State. No official scores just yet, and we did learn that the reason for the changes overall for the gymnasts is the lack of a fourth judge, which I guess makes sense in what they have to do. Just for kind of leads us into some guessing over here. It sounds like that will be the case all evening long as we rejoin you here. Zach Dietmeyer and Kendall Rumford here. See Steve Angelino, the assistant coach for Illinois State, getting his squad ready over on the bars. We do know that Illinois State's score for the vault, a 48.3.
It's a good start for the meet.
Try to get you some individual scores as we find those out. But we can tell you about the lineups for both these squads. Over on the vault, Maya Tran just finishing up on the bars will lead things off for the Redhawks of SEMO. Michael Sanders will follow her, Anna Kaziska, and Gabby Adams will come in fourth. Kenzie Slee, and rounding it out, Alana Fisher for SEMO. Illinois State will begin things on the uneven bars with Mia Quigg, Gabby Cook in the 2 spot, followed by Kylie Meyer, Meredith LaRoche, Sophia Irivarin again, and Anna Marema Also in an exhibition slot for Illinois State will be Kennedy Ledoux. Bob Conkling for Illinois State, cheering on his squad over there. He's in his 13th season as the head coach here for the Redbirds, a Rockford, Illinois native. 83 wins in those 13 years.
Do you guys have the scores?
In that spot time. 8 student athletes have headed to the NCAA regionals overall. 3-time conference winner as well. Look at Illinois State on the bars. 46.8 their score in their last time out against Iowa State.
4-minute touch period.
It has been one of their,
with SEMO on ball.
Traditionally they're one of their best events. This year coming in.
Starting things off tonight for the Redbirds.
65th overall, that's their lowest. And for Illinois State, Mia Quigg, a 8.55 per season average. We see the scores on the bars for SEMO. A 44.5 the total for the Redhawks. Well, the Redbirds well out in front early on, but some of the better events yet to come for the Redhawks, and Illinois State also starting to put in the scores now as we get to those. Illinois State led by Gabby Cook on the vault, 9.75, followed by Maddie Solka and Alyssa Wiggle, both with 9.7s overall. Savannah Remkus a 9.65, and Meredith LaRoche a 9.5. Quigg clean through the first transition. Setting up for the dismount.
Awesome stick.
A big start for Illinois State. On the uneven bars, they needed that, and Gabby Cook will look to keep things going. Big cheers that time overall. A strong performance from Mia Quigg.
Just got to keep that momentum going.
Scores in on the bars for SEMO. They were led by Kendra Bennick, a 9.525 and a 9.25 from Anna Kaziska. Also followed up with an 8.85 from Michael Sanders, an 8.575 from Mackenzie Slee, an 8.3 from Maya Tran, and a 7.7 from Allison Bell. 44.5 overall for the Redhawks, but now they will head to the vault. Next up for Illinois State is Cook. Cook on the season, 9.6 her average on the uneven bars. Actually has been her worst event overall so far on the season. For what that's worth.
Yeah. Just shows how great of a gymnast she is to be scoring so high and have that be her worst event in the year.
Cook, a junior out of Chicago, Illinois, Lane Tech High School. Really taken her skills to the next level in the last 2 years for the Redbirds. She will get things started.
She has very beautiful lines on bars. very effortless. Great routine for ISU.
So a good start all around for the Redbirds here through the first two events on the bars. Gabby Cook's score.
Looks like having a judge down is doing them well.
Might be an opportunity for them to build on some of that momentum. And up next on the bars for the Redbirds will be Kylie Meyer.
Next up for ISU, Kylie Meyer.
Meyer recorded a 9.575 in her last attempt. The Redbirds starting very strongly on the bars. Could improve on that 46.8 average they have so far on the season and really give them some momentum going into the second half of the meet. One thing, Kendall, I have learned from my brief time in collegiate gymnastics, not nearly as much experience with it as you. Standing around is something you get used to, but there's a lot of adjustment going on with the judges in that time.
Yes, a lot. It just kind of stinks, though, because a lot of thoughts go through your head while you're waiting there, and it's like, all right, let's get the show on the road, but it's all up to those judges. Sometimes they are way off on their scores and calls for even longer of a wait.
Some adjustments from both judges, and looks like they're ready now. 9.75 recorded by Gabby Cook.
Definitely deserved. That was a beautiful routine.
This one's shaping up to be strong for Meyer.
Yes. Beautiful hit handstands. Huge dismount. Wow. Definitely something to smile about over there. Looks like the coaches are happy as well.
Yeah, it's been home sweet home for Illinois State on the bars so far. And we'll await the score from Kylie Meyer. Steve over there. Up next on the bars, Meredith LaRoche. LaRoche participated in the first event for Illinois State on the vault.
Next up for the Redbirds on uneven bars, Meredith LaRoche.
Cheer as they put up the scores over there.
It's got to be impressive.
Saw a 9.85. That one, Gabby Cook's score. So the 9.75 was actually for Quigg, 9.85 for Cook. Redbirds putting up some huge numbers so far on the bars.
Very impressive.
And LaRoche looking to keep things going. Senior out of Cocoa, Florida.
Must be a hard transition into the snow. Making it look effortless. I love ISU's difficulty on their dismounts. It's always impressive to end with something so high in execution.
Really opens up the possibilities for your final score as well as increasing that level of difficulty. Let's look at things reset here. Sophia Iribarren will be up next for Illinois State.
Competing next for the
Getting
Redbirds,
scores.
Sophia Iribarra.
9-7-5 the score. And again, we'll get you those officially after the Redbirds wrap up on the bars. But so far, a lot of high tallies for Illinois State all around. And there's a look at Iribarren. She is a specialist in the uneven bars, and her degree of difficulty, perfect 10 if she can pull it off, but scored at a 9.525 against Iowa State.
Great save on that handstand. Wow.
Nails the reverse dismount. And Illinois State has a lot to be happy with these first 5. All around from the Redbirds, and rounding it out, the scored position is Anna Marema. She will be followed by Kennedy Ledoux in an exhibition round for the Redbirds. There you see the signs for each of the performers for the Illinois State, showing off some of their creativity. Really good crowd here tonight for Illinois State. Filtered in out of the snow. Redbirds will likely set a season high on the bars so far, and if it's any indication, it will no longer be their worst event so far on the year.
Yes. Let's hope they can keep it going.
Look at Marema out of Naperville, Illinois, the junior. Oswego East High School.
Great release. She's a very strong bar worker for Illinois State. Beautiful stick! Wow!
5 for 5, Illinois State so far.
Oh, that was great. Gives me the chills. That was so good.
A strong all-around performance for the Redbirds on the uneven bars. We'll wait for their official scores. A 9-8 coming in now. That one for Iribarren. So I believe the lowest score for Illinois State is 9-7 overall.
That's so impressive.
And finishing things up tonight for the Redbirds in exhibition, Kennedy Ledoux.
And as we mentioned, Kennedy Ledoux will step up next for the Redbirds. A 9-7 the score for Marema.
All the shorties in the club, let me see your chest. Back it up, drop it down, let me see your chest. Get low, scrub the ground, let me see your chest. Push it up, let me see your chest. Wobble, wobble, shake, shake it.
And the Redbirds improving all around on the bar this time around. We'll get you the total in just a little bit. switch gears back to the vault momentarily. As we mentioned, the Redbirds opening their home season here tonight. It is a brief home season for Illinois State. The next 3 matches will be here at Horton Fieldhouse. They will be back in action next Friday night against Central Michigan up in the Chippewas, and then wrap things up on Saturday, February 9th in an afternoon matchup in the Illinois Classic against UIC.
First up for SEMO on vaults, Maya Tran.
So here comes SEMO on the vault now. Maya Tran set to go. Judges have to adjust quickly. The official score for the exhibition for Ladue, an 8.9. Still a pretty impressive effort for Illinois State all around, and some big numbers upcoming for the Redbirds. Already sitting with a nearly 4-point lead overall, 3.8 points, 48.3 to 44.5. One of those scores on the first cycle for the Bars, an 8.3 overall. These are the 2 events that we will see Tran in on the season. Her best vault attempt was on January 11th against Iowa, a 9.35 recorded. And we'll see if she can top that here tonight. Stuck the landing, and we'll await the score overall.
They just got to get that energy up.
You see the result of that there in action with the fewer judges. Long break there for them.
Very long.
On the Bars. Cook's score on the Bars for Illinois State at 9.75. Quigg at 9.7 overall. That 9.8
Next up on vault,
2.5 recorded. We'll see that in just a moment. But up next on the vault, Michael Sanders gets set. Sanders put up a 9.4 on the vault her last time out. Didn't quite get the rotation that time. Rest of the scores for Illinois State. Kylie Meyer with that 9.85 overall, followed by Sophia Iribarren with a 9.8. Illinois State 48.825 on the uneven bars. 97.125 so far for the Redbirds. It's a full 2 points ahead of their last meet.
Good for them.
Next up on the vault, Anna Kaziska.
She'll be pulling a full tonight. Full twist, sorry.
8.675 the score for Sanders. A 9.25 overall. For Maya Tran. That's her new career high on the vault. And here comes Kaziska.
Great distance and amplitude in there.
Just a slight step overall. Wait the scoring. Up next.
That will really help SEMO's overall vault score.
Bring some of the energy back as well as Gabrielle Adams is getting set to go. Adams, a sophomore out of Mesa, Arizona. And she will also be performing in the floor and balance beam here tonight. So 4 of the 6 slots taken up pretty much by 4 gymnasts here overall for the Red Hawks. You see some of the thinness of depth at the moment, but strong performances as well, and a great landing. Kaziska a 9.65 recorded. And another good score upcoming as they track Adams. Mackenzie Slee will step in next. See the Redbirds warming up on the floor. Before they transition over, Redbirds will be on the balance beam for the third event. SEMO will take things on the floor, exercise.
Floor is always my favorite to watch.
2 very good teams at it. We'll see in just a little bit. Here goes Mackenzie.
Oh man, a little bit of a hand touch there.
Slee's best score on the vault, a 9.7 in her last meet. That was a career high for her. A tough one here tonight. After the first event of the evening, 8.6 on the bars. 9.7 recorded that time for Gabrielle Adams. And there you see Alana Fisher stepping in.
Alana is just coming off of a partial UCL tear, so that's a tough one to really recover from. It's nice seeing her back out there.
Back in action, the sophomore out of Ontario. A little bounce, but a lot of speed going into it.
Better than under rotating.
9.05 the score for Mackenzie Slee. And that'll wrap things up in the second event. We will have the final score for the team on SEMO coming up in just a little bit. Both teams will move over to the beam and to the floor to prepare for
You know what that means. Get on your feet if you want
a
a
rotation. A 9.30 the score for Fisher, rounding things out for the Red Hawks. As we mentioned, this is where you see the strengths of these teams. Coming off a season high on the floor exercises are Southeastern Missouri's performers, and the Redbirds have been outstanding on the balance beam here so far this year. 47th overall in the nation in that category coming into the night. We will get you set for that coming up in just a moment.
Why is Illinois State's Mennonite College of Nursing the best place to advance your nursing education? For almost 100 years, we have been preparing outstanding nurses who are compassionate, critical thinkers.
You have the skills and knowledge, and you're prepared to work in a variety of healthcare settings immediately after graduating.
If you want to learn nursing with faculty totally committed to excellence and student success, then state your passion at Illinois State University. Why is...
Where do you want to go? Your journey begins in the College of Arts and Sciences at Illinois State University. Dream big. Have your voice heard. Make a difference. Wherever you're headed, the College of Arts and Sciences will get you there. State your passion at Illinois State University.
When an artist grows, the community grows. State your passion at Illinois State University.
The College of Applied Science and Technology at Illinois State University offers applied learning that translates to dynamic careers. Students choose from 27 majors that suit their talents and interests, such as agriculture, criminal justice sciences, health sciences, military science, information security, and more. Most students complete internships that lead directly to permanent jobs. Prepare for the future at the College of Applied Science and Technology. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Students aren't just learning about business at Illinois State University, they're living it. Through activity-based coursework, internships, and study abroad programs, students explore and develop business strategy. Illinois State is one of Bloomberg's top-ranked public business schools. Many of our graduates create their own businesses or go to work for top accounting, technology, manufacturing, and insurance companies. State your passion at Illinois State University.
You've always wanted to make a difference, and you're always up for a challenge. You are a role model. You are creative. You are inspired by technology. You know that your passion is contagious. You are ready to make a commitment. You are an educator, and we are the College of Education. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Thank you.
Back here at Horton Fieldhouse at Illinois State University, the scores coming in for the second rotation for Southeast Missouri, a 46.95 on the vault. Running totals there, as you see, Illinois State at 97.125 to 91.45 overall. A little bit of a rebound there on the vault for the Red Hawks, but Illinois State able to extend its lead with an outstanding overall performance on the bars. Individually for the Red Hawks on the vault, officially led by Gabrielle Adams, a 9.7, Anna Kaziska, a 9.65, and a pair of 9.275s out of Maya Tran and from Alana Fisher. And then rounding it out, Mackenzie Slee, a 9.05, and Michael Sanders with that bit of a stumble on the landing, a 8.675. Over on the bars, Illinois State officially led by Kylie Myers, 9.85, followed by Sophia Iribarens, 9.8, 9.75 out of Gabby Cook, 9.7 out of Anna Merima, and a 9.7 out of Mia Quigg. Redbird's warming up on the beam. Actually starting it off with Savannah Remkes.
Great save.
Barely holds on that time. Unable to do so. Remkes starting it off here tonight on the beam for the Birds. Solid dismount.
That was Savannah Remkes for Illinois
Alyssa Wiggle will be up next for Illinois State, followed by Gabby Cook, Mia Quigg, Meredith LaRoche, and Kylie Meyer.
Being first up on balance beam is always very stressful, so I salute her for holding on there. Really sets the tone for how the rest of beam will possibly go.
Next up for the Redbirds on beam, Alyssa Wiggle.
Saw it on the bars for Illinois State. A strong start carried all throughout, and see what the official score is coming for Remkes as Wiggle gets set. Wiggle recorded a 9.725 last time out, averaging right along that pace for the season. Remkes matched her with a 9.725, a 9.5 here tonight. For the Redbirds to start on the beam.
Another solid routine there.
Backflip on the dismount for Alyssa Wiggle. We will see momentarily what her score is. Gabby Cook will follow her next on the beam. Traditional position, a 9.6 in her last performance, trying to match or better that.
Next up on beam for ISU, Gabrielle Cook.
Cook won the all-around competition in that matchup against Iowa State, a 38.6 overall. It's her second all-around win of the season, and an extremely strong start for her here tonight, positioning herself for potentially her third overall. I mentioned this is a conference matchup for these two teams in the MIC last season. The Redhawks won a score of 193.3 to Illinois State's 191.175. Gabby Cook tied for first on the beam in that matchup with a 9.7. Not able to hold it this time.
Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're very off. Beautiful turn. Finished well with the stick there.
Nails the side dismount. A fall will penalize her just a bit, and we'll see what the score is for Gabby Cook. A 9.65 recorded for Alyssa Weigel. And up next for Illinois State, Mia Quigg will
Next
step
up
in.
for ISU, Maya Quigg.
Quigg, a freshman for the Redbirds out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Potential for Coach Conkling to use her in some all-around performances throughout the season. Coach Conkling said that the team was well prepared, had some really good practices leading up to this one. All week the workouts very strong, and felt that they were setting themselves up for some really strong performances, as we've seen so far through the first half of tonight.
Definitely shows here.
Interestingly enough, the beam that has been the strength for the Redbirds, a little bit shaky. Not in comparison overall, but for Illinois State so far on the year, not quite where we've seen them at this point.
Some days, like I said, you're on and the team kind of builds from that, and some days it's very off.
Now the score for Cook looks like it's going to be a 9.2 overall. So well off her season and career average there.
Beautiful series. Good save on her end.
Team allows for some creative saves as well. Maybe not quite to the extent as a floor exercise, but
yes. Key is to stay confident here. Roll with what you're given.
Setting up for the dismount.
Great routine. Definitely picked it up here.
Quick finishes strong and manages to stay on the beam. We'll await her score momentarily. The Redhawks get set for floor exercises coming up, and we'll have their lineup as a few changes early on in the week. Michael Sanders will lead things off for the Redhawks. Meanwhile, for Illinois State on the beam, Meredith LaRoche up next. LaRoche, 9.45 on the beam. Her last outing. The score reported by Quigg. LaRoche one final breath and
Solid. Bit of a foot slip on that dismount, but she kept it together.
Meredith LaRoche leads into the anchor for Illinois State, and Kylie Meyer coming off that big routine over on the uneven bars. Meyer has put up some big numbers on the beam this year as well, averaging right around a 9.8.
Wow.
Really stepping up this season for Illinois State. See here for this event in particular, LaRoche and Meyer, the Redbird senior representation. Expect them to really come up big. Marie Priest played that role last year for the Redbirds. The score again, this time for LaRoche.
Solid. I love how confidently she works the beam. It's quite terrifying up there, and she doesn't make it look scary at all.
Sure to hold it all together, and the dismount.
Great dismount. Good finish for ISU.
First emotion she shows, a smile of relief, and good finish, and good performance tonight for Kylie Meyer. She will also be participating for Illinois State in the floor exercise coming up in just a little bit for the Redbirds. Meanwhile, we will turn our attention that direction as SEMO gets set on the floor. Their lineup will consist of Michael Sanders to start things off, Alana Fisher coming up second, and Gabrielle Adams to follow. Mackenzie Slee, Anna Kaziska, and Allison Bell in an anchor role. A late addition to the roster, as you mentioned, Kenna Skepnick, an injury to her knee. Traditionally, you'd see her in this exercise, but not the case here tonight. A 9.875. The score from Meyer.
Much deserved.
So she finishes first in the uneven bars and on the beam. And just about set to go, Michael Sanders stepping up to the mat.
Starting things off for SEMO tonight on floor, Michael Sanders.
Sanders, floor exercise average of 9.25. Sanders finishes on the floor. Start things off for SEMO. Late to scoring. Up next is Fisher.
She's got a really fun routine. Definitely knows how to please a crowd.
Her season average, a 9.1. Her top being a 9.375 against Iowa. And she will step in. Redbirds, after their beam routine, record another 48.125. Their lowest total of the 3 rounds so far, but that puts them at 145.25.
Strutting her stuff out there.
They got a show for the crowd, and
Good finish.
so a couple of stumbles, but finished well for Fisher.
Next up on floor for SEMO.
Lead into Gabrielle Adams. Adams gets set. Also competing in the beam tonight. Coming off a 9.725 in San Jose State. And a fall against Iowa. Otherwise, she would be averaging somewhere in the neighborhood of 9.7 on the floor exercise. And looking for a big number from her here this evening. Getting things set. .3 the score for Fisher. With a couple of stumbles.
Let's go, G, baby! Let's go, G! You got it, G! Yeah, G!
Good double back. Step out of bounds there. Good hit routine from G. Gabrielle.
Finished strong, and we'll see what the official total is for her. They corrected the score for Fisher to an 8.475.
Next up on floor for SEMO, Mackenzie Slee.
And Mackenzie Slee will step up next as she will get things settled. We have a slight misstep from Adams in that last routine, but overall, you see the out of bounds is just a full 1/10 of a point deduction. For a 9.3 for Adams. Top score so far here on the floor exercises for the Red Hawks. As Mackenzie Slee steps up, her strongest event on the year, averaging a 9.725 and a 9.8 in San Jose State. We'll need a big routine out of her to get back on track. Tell if a knee touched on that last pass. Did have the step out. That'll be a 1/10 of a point, but otherwise a pretty strong performance for Mackenzie Slee.
Next up for the Red Hawks on the floor, Anna.
Rounding things out, Anna Kaziska, 5 spot, and Allison Bell yet to come after her. Official score upcoming. Horsley. as they start to pull that in. A 9.6 for Slee. And up next, Ziska stands in. 9.45 after the deduction for Slee, the final score. Up at 9.9 last time out, a 9.817 average on the year. Strong start. Good wrap up in the corner.
She's such a powerful floor worker.
Let's see her total coming up. Now another one of those with due to the injuries. Allison Bell has not performed on the floor yet this season. Her career high is a 9.675. Enough to anchor her.
Okay, so there, Allie's not going.
Wait. I guess as we heard right there, you might have heard it on the broadcast, the Red Hawks scratching Allie Bell. And with that, we will prepare for the final rotation, I believe, as the Redbirds will get set for the floor exercises coming up. Just looking to lock things up here at the end of the third rotation as the Red Hawks head to the beam, and we'll be back with that final little bit after this.
Why is Illinois State's Mennonite College of Nursing the best place to advance your nursing education? For almost 100 years, we have been preparing outstanding nurses who are compassionate, critical thinkers.
You have the skills and knowledge, and you're prepared to work in a variety of healthcare settings immediately after graduating.
If you want to learn nursing with faculty totally committed to excellence and student success, then state your passion at Illinois State University.
Where do you want to go? Your journey begins in the College of Arts and Sciences at Illinois State University. Dream big. Have your voice heard. Make a difference. Wherever you're headed, the College of Arts and Sciences will get you there. State your passion at Illinois State University.
You've always wanted to make a difference, and you're always up for a challenge. You are a role model. You are creative. You are inspired by technology. You know that your passion is contagious. you are ready to make a commitment. You are an educator, and we are the College of Education. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Students aren't just learning about business at Illinois State University, they're living it. Through activity-based coursework, internships, and study abroad programs, students explore and develop business strategy. Illinois State is one of Bloomberg's top-ranked public business schools. Many of our graduates create their own businesses or go to work for top accounting, technology, manufacturing, and insurance companies. State your passion at Illinois State University.
The College of Applied Science and Technology at Illinois State University offers applied learning that translates to dynamic careers. Students choose from 27 majors that suit their talents and interests, such as agriculture, criminal justice sciences, health sciences, military science, information security, and more. Most students complete internships that lead directly to permanent jobs. Prepare for the future at the College of Applied Science and Technology. State your passion at Illinois State University.
When an artist grows, the community grows. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Back here to wrap things up in the final rotation for Illinois State on the floor as they warm things up. Over on the beam, SEMO gets prepared. And we'll have the lineups for you in just a moment. The score, there you see it, the Redbirds maintain their edge. SEMO with 45.75 on the floor exercise, 137.2 overall. Illinois State racking up a 48.125 through the beam and able to maintain the status quo, holding pretty even in that realm. They head to the floor next. The Redbirds 61st ranked on the floor. On the beam, 63rd for the Red Hawks. And for Illinois State on the floor, we'll start things off with Alyssa Wiggle, Kylie Meyer, and Maddie Solka, and then head over to Cameron Top in her lone event of the evening. Top, a sophomore out of Martin, Michigan, will head to the floor, and then anchoring it, Gabby Cook for Illinois State. Savannah Remkes will be in an exhibition role here tonight. On the beam, Alana Fisher will start things off for the Red Hawks. Michael Sanders will follow her, and then Allie Bell. Gabrielle Adams will go forth, and Mackenzie Slee will follow her. And then to wrap things up on the evening, Anna Kaziska will be the anchor for SEMO.
We begin the last rotation tonight with Southeast
Get things set here on the beam.
On the floor exercise. Tonight's first competitor for the Redbirds.
We will start things on the floor with the judging situation. So the Redbirds will kick it off with Alyssa Wiggle. She's ready to go. Wiggle a 9.375 the last time out. And a namesake routine for her.
Thank you.
start for Illinois State on the floor exercises. Wiggle, one of those performers that really seems to build off the confidence as the routine goes along if she's able to nail on that first sequence. So we'll await the score from the judge on that as we get set for Kylie Meyer, having a big night overall, finishing first on the beam and first on the bars for the Redbirds. $9.75 the score for Alyssa Wiggle. No deductions, so that score should hold.
Up next for the Redbirds, Kylie Meyer.
Season high score for Illinois State, 192.975. That coming in the first match of the year against Alaska Anchorage, and well on pace to break that here tonight. Meyer's previous scores, 9.5 and 9.45 on the floor exercise.
Another great routine.
Big finish for Kylie Meyer. And the Redbirds looking to maintain that lead. Getting into the floor exercises. Kendall heading into this last round here with such a big lead. Does the mindset change any? Maybe trying to avoid getting too tight into these last exercises?
I'd say with a point gap so large, they have to just realize that they can't let it all go here. They have to keep a tight mind, keep it together, and just finish it out strong. Because sometimes that mind likes to wander.
It can be easy to let your guard down in situations like that.
Yeah.
They get things set for Solka here. Maddie Solka. 9.35 and a 9.55 on the season. Like to push that average up above the 9.5 and bringing back an old routine you've mentioned.
Yeah, this was her junior and senior year floor routine.
Sometimes you just got to get back to basics.
Yes, with such a great routine, it's hard not to. Looks like her teammates over here are loving it as well. She's got great facial expressions on this routine.
And a little misstep there at the end, but Solka rolling through. The junior out of Rosemont leads into the back half of Illinois State's exercise. Next on the floor, Cameron Top, as we said, her lone event of the evening. So the sophomore will get things started up.
It's got to be hard waiting a whole meet to do your one event.
It'll be tough to, not only keep yourself physically open for that, but just mentally sharp as well.
Yeah, her meet starts right now.
And the event lengthened a little bit due to limited judges, as we mentioned earlier. The winter weather of Central Illinois impacting only a 3-judge crew, as the final score coming for Maddie Solka, a 9-4-0.
Looks like the other judge had a 9-7 up there.
We'll see what the average out is here as they talk things over.
Something was missed. It's a bit better.
Full 1/10 of a point adjustment. Still a little bit of a disparity. Should put her on track for a 9.625 overall.
Well, to make matters worse, they're going to go meet, so it's going to be a little bit longer.
Trying to get things right here at the end. We'll talk things over. There you see the Redbird coaches. We'll delay Cameron Top's night a little bit longer. As we mentioned, the official floor exercise scores for SEMO: a 9.75 for Anna Kaziska, a 9.45 for Mackenzie Slee, a 9.3 for Gabrielle Adams, an 8.8 for Michael Sanders, and an 8.45 for Alana Fisher. For Illinois State, they are yet to post any of those official scores. There is the 9.625 for Maddie Solka. And we're ready to go.
Huge tumbling. super fun routine over here tonight.
Almost had to slip, but able to hold it.
Quite happy with that routine.
And all around happy for the Redbirds. Really exciting elements of the floor exercise, being able to get your teammates involved.
Yes. You're with them, I mean, every day, so you get to learn their routines pretty quickly, and it's hard not to do that on the side.
It's not looking like there's as much discrepancy this time on the scoring. As Quigg will come to the floor next for the Redbirds. Quigg followed by Cook and Remkes for Illinois State, and then the night will wrap up on the beam in Southeast Missouri.
You got it, Mia!
Next up for ISU on floor exercise, Mia Quigg.
Official score now for top, a 9-7. Great routine for her. So although the delays and sitting there for the whole night did not seem to impact her too greatly.
Double pike. Routine for ISU.
Huge smile for Mia Quigg. I expect a big score coming for her. And a great performance for the freshman. You could see the confidence building in her throughout. And the final contestant in Gabby Cook awaits.
A 9-8 and a 9-9 from the judges.
It's a new career high for Quigg.
Much deserved. That was a great routine.
Next up for ISU on floor exercise, Gabrielle Cook.
Definitely rounding out this meet with some highs.
9.85, that official score goes on the board for Quigg. Cook also put up some pretty solid scores, a 9-7 overall on the year. See the power out of her. Conkling pumped as well, gives the fist pump on the side. And Gabby Cook anchoring it down for Illinois State. And we'll finish it off on a very solid night for the Redbirds. So we'll wait for the official totals to be posted for Illinois State, but likely a new season high for the Redbirds coming home. Definitely what the doctor ordered for them. The beam up next for SEMO. Scores in the 9.85 region for Cook. We'll wait to see what that official number is. But a huge night for her. Slight misstep on the beam. But overall, doing what she's asked, and there it is, a 9.9.
Wow.
Redbirds rightfully excited about those totals tonight. So Cook takes the victory on the floor exercise. And the Redbirds wrap up a big, big evening.
Redbird fans, stick around after the meet for a performance on the
So the Redbirds did not lose their edge there in the final sequence and really put up some impressive performances all around. Like what you see tonight?
Loved what I saw. They definitely put up some big routines, some big scores. They rocked it. They're super confident, and that's all you can ask for in a team.
You see the bar. Alana Fisher. Able to save it.
Good start for SEMO on beam. She's always been a very solid beam worker.
Rebounded there for the Red Hawks. Alana Fisher leading it off on the beam and followed by Michael Sanders. You see he's waiting in the wings. Ellie Bell up next. Gabrielle Adams, well, sitting in the fourth spot, followed by Mackenzie Slee and Anna Kaziska.
What did Jeannie give Gabby?
9.95. Well, it was.
And as you see, Fisher on the season, a 9.425 season average. We'll see where that score comes in.
Perfect floor routine and got a 9.5. And so Kylie, who doesn't run through double pike, got a 9.5. Huh? Yeah. So
good for you guys.
This is not bad.
Coming up next is Sanders.
Looked like one judge gave Gabby a 9.5.
Impressive performance.
Yes.
The only bad thing is I'm on Edmund number 6.
discrepancies over there. Looks like a 9.175 for Fisher. A little above her season average, actually. Here is Sanders.
Good series there.
A little bounce on the landing, but
Overall,
all in all,
another hit routine.
Sanders' average on the season, a 9.6 overall, had a 9.625 and a 9.7 coming into the evening. See what that score totals out to. Up next is Allie Bell, who's scratched in the floor exercise. Getting things set up on the beam.
She does a nice front tuck mount, which isn't often seen, but super cool.
Bell averaging an 8.55 on the season, and her two attempts so far an 8.625 and an 8.475. She will to improve on that here tonight.
Bit tricky.
See the 9.575 score recorded by Sanders. Good routine on the beam for her.
Not even a wobble.
Very sharp for Bell.
It's always tough to start a routine off with a fall and have to continue going. So good for her. A lot of good fighting going on there.
Side dismount is solid, and we'll wrap things up for her evening. Official scores in the all-around for Gabby Cook, a 38.6 after that 9.9 on the floor.
Wow.
So her four totals, a 9.9 on the floor, a 9.75 on the bars and the vault, and a 9.2 on the beam. Lone all-around performer for Illinois State tonight.
I would say she had a great meet. To come back from a fall on beam and get that 9.9 on floor is just amazing.
Redbird's very good on the floor tonight, 48.925 overall. That's a 194.175 for Illinois State. So that smashes their season high. 8.575, no, 8.55 is the score for Bell.
This is Gabrielle Adams on beam. Missed her connection there. Had a little wobble in between.
Good end for Adams. A little wobble, but didn't fall down, and able to finish things off there.
Next up for Southeast Missouri, Mackenzie Slee.
Next up is Mackenzie Slee. As we mentioned, 3 all-around performers for the Red Hawks tonight. Slee and Sanders joined by Kaziska. Slee has improved every time this season on the beam. Had a fall at the Alabama quad and able to improve it to a 9.45 against Iowa and a 9.625 against San Jose State. And we see potentially some future gymnasts for the Redbirds getting some practice in. Nine 1.75 the score recorded for Adams.
Good flow in that connection. This is a very difficult turn. She makes it look effortless. Now, she used to be on New Zealand's national team, so she has a lot of big skills in her back pocket.
Always interesting hearing the experiences of the national team players as see the stick on the landing. Very different scoring system now in
elite than it is in collegiate and club.
The skills translate though.
They do. Personally, I like this scoring a lot better, but that's just because I grew up with it.
Rounding out the rotation on balance.
Makes it easier when you're familiar to understand what's happening, and Slee's score will be coming shortly.
The final competitor.
Anna Kaziska was practicing her routine along the seam on the floor exercises while everyone else was performing, so she's ready to go. Now for the Redhawks heading out of this one here tonight. A tough night overall, several mistakes, but as you have mentioned, an injury bug has really hit them hard at SEMO, and you're really just trying to survive this stretch if you're the Redhawks.
Yeah. They actually had a girl have ACL surgery yesterday, so she's not here, but shout out to her.
Kaziska. Five score on that last routine for Slee. Been the second best event so far this year for freshmen out of Louisville.
And she sticks the landing.
This will be a great routine for her. And we'll see what the final score is.
And that concludes tonight's final rotation.
That completes the evening for us. We'll await the final score from the judges and the final announcements.
To perform their nationals floor routine, the Illinois State University cheer team.
So as the officials tally up the final recordings, the Illinois State cheerleaders take the floor fresh off their national appearance, and they will perform that here tonight. cheerleading squad, fresh off their national appearance.
Let's hear it one more time from the ISU cheer team.
All right, we'll have the final scores coming up in just a moment, but first we'll take one final break. Come back with your final results.
Why is Illinois State's Mennonite College of Nursing the best place to advance your nursing education? For almost 100 years, we have been preparing outstanding nurses who are compassionate, critical thinkers.
You have the skills and knowledge, and you're prepared to work in a variety of healthcare settings immediately after graduating.
If you want to learn nursing with faculty totally committed to excellence and student success, then state your passion at Illinois State University. Why?
You've always wanted to make a difference, and you're always up for a challenge. You are a role model. You are creative. You are inspired by technology. You know that your passion is contagious. You are ready to make a commitment. You are an educator, and we are the College of Education. State your passion at Illinois State University.
Back here at Horton Fieldhouse, the Redbirds victorious here tonight. You see the final score, 194.175 for Illinois State, a season high. SEMO with 184.425. And as we take a look at some of the totals in the all-around, it was Illinois State's Gabby Cook taking the all-around victory, 38.6 the score for her tonight. Anna Kaziska right behind her, 38.450. And coming in third, it would be Mackenzie Slee with a 36.575. And Michael Sanders in fourth with 35.9 the score totaled tonight. But it was going to be a tough night to knock off Illinois State. Really, an all-around, about as close to perfect as you can get in those four events.
Yeah. They really had great performances. They had a job to do tonight, and they clearly did it.
Definitely can tell they're comfortable to be back at home. Really something to build off of as they get set for next weekend. Not a whole lot of changes I think they need to make.
No, they can just keep it going in the gym. They'll be well off.
Well, plenty of time and a perfect place to be in a snowy, normal Illinois here tonight. That's Kendall Rumford joining me, Zach Dietmeyer here this evening. And once again, the Redbirds victorious here tonight over SEMO, 194.175 to 184.425. The Redbirds improve on the year to 2-3 and 1-0 in the MIC. SEMO falls to 0-6 overall.
And also from Illinois State University, Alyssa Wiggle. Your ball champion this evening with a score of 9.75 from Illinois State University, Gabrielle Cook. On uneven parallel bars, third place finisher with a score of 9.75 from Illinois State University, Gabrielle Cook. Second place finisher with a score of 9.80 from Illinois State, Sophia Ibarra. And your event champion tonight with a score of 9.85 from Illinois State University, Kylie Meyer. On balance beam, third place finisher with a score of 9.65 from Illinois State, Alyssa Wiggle. In second place with a score of 9.80 from SEMO, Anna Kaziska. And your balance beam champion tonight with a score of 9.80 from Illinois State, Kylie Meyer. On floor exercise, we have two gymnasts finishing in third place from Southeast Missouri, Anna Kaziska with a score of 90.75. Also with a score of 9.75 from ISU, Kylie Meyer. In second place with a score of 9.85 from ISU, Mia Quigg. And your floor exercise champion tonight with a score of 9.90 from Illinois State University, Gabrielle Cook. And now for your top three finishers in the all-around with a score of 36.575 in third place from Southeast Missouri, Mackenzie Slee. In second place with an all-around score of 38.45 from SEMO, Anna Kaziska. And your all-around champion tonight with a score of 38.60 from Illinois State University, Gabrielle Cook. And finally, with your team scores, Southeast Missouri State tonight with a final score of 184.425. And tonight,
there are your individual scores here from tonight. SEMO has some time off before their next meet back at the Hope Field House. And that'll be against Northern Illinois on February the 8th. Gives them some time to have some recovery there. Illinois State back in action next Friday night. You can watch it again here on the Redbird HD feed. We'll be back with you for that one as they take on the Chippewas of Central Michigan right here at Horton Fieldhouse. Well, for Kendall and myself, as well as the Redbird Productions team, we'll say so long for tonight after the Redbirds defeat SEMO here in their home opener.